Hey, how y'all doing out there? I got some old crazy news for y'all. They digging up evidence on Diddy's father, saying that he was a bigger freak than Diddy ever was, and that's the reason why he's no longer here. They tried to call him a snitch, but at the same time, they were saying he was a ladies' man, had women all over the city cheating on Diddy's mother. He was involved with some freaky business, and Gene Deal exposed everything.
Is Dana, and I'm calling because I have a question for Gene.
All right, this is Gene Deal. State your question.
Okay, so Gene, I read that Frank Lucas turned into an informant, and I want to know why is it that his Puffy's dad or Diddy's dad was killed as an informant when Frank Lucas was an informant himself.
Well, see, you got to realize is that Frank Lucas turned informant against police officers.
Oh.
You understand? He turned informant against police officers that were working for him. Diddy's father was killed because he tried to rat out the people that he was working for.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, so also it said that he was mistaken as an informant.
No, it wasn't true. That's not true. It wasn't no mistaken. See, that's somebody that's trying to sell a story and say some other shit. New York Freddie. I was brought to him by Omar. Omar was one of his lieutenants. And you see Omar ran 114th Street, between 7th and 8th. Omar was one of our OGs whenever we gave block parties, boat rides, and everything like that, and we were short money or we need extra money, Omar would give us money towards that. He loved the way I cooked. He loved the way, we used to give block parties, give parties, stuff like that. He used to always come get a plate. You understand what I'm saying? So then he used to look out for us. So now Omar, when New York Freddie came home, Omar brought me to him because I was still dealing with Puff, and this was about 2003, 2004, something like that. And so then he said, I tried to talk to Puff. I called Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons wouldn't even answer my phone call or he wouldn't get back in touch with me. And this motherfucker used to go get my cleaners for me because he the one started that record label shit, and Russell Simmons took it to another level. He had his first record label, that was New York Freddie. He said, I had a glass table with $1 million, like covered in it. He had $100 bills, stacks of $100 bills and $10,000, all in this glass table where if you break the table, you could take a stacks of 10,000 out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Right. He said that was in my office. He said Russell Simmons used to go get my laundry for me from the cleaners.
Wow.
You understand? He said Diddy's father got caught, and he may have been set up by one of the people on the team and whatever, because Diddy's father really was a ladies' man. You know what I'm saying? This was New York Freddie was telling me. He was really a lady more. He was more like not a pimp, but a player. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. He had a lot of ladies and everything like that. He said that he was trying to get into the dope game, the drug game, and stuff like that. He got caught by one of their cops that was working for them. He gave him $10,000. The cop brought them the written statement that Diddy father made and the recording.
YouTube has just paid for my entire trip around Europe. It paid for this new car, and it even paid for this new house for my parents. And yeah, I don't.
He told the guy who brought Diddy's father in, you got to get rid of him. This is coming from New York Freddie's mouth to me.
Right, from somebody that was like,
that he was the boss out there. He was the boss. You understand? He told the guy he had to get rid of him, and he said, you know what? The guy who was carrying the casting, crying the hardest, is the one who killed him. Now that's some gangster shit.
Do you think this alias Frank Black and Frank White, do you think that Diddy is trying to be the new millennium Frank Lucas?
No, not at all. Not at all. And that's two questions. You only get one, Miss Dana.
I thought I saw that one.
No. What happened was that Big used to use Frank White. You remember that thing called New York? What was it? And the dude, what's his, one of my favorite actors too? The white boy, he played Frank White, the gangster in there. What's the name of that movie?
Is it Ray Liotta? Is it Ray Liotta?
No.
No?
So what's the name? Yeah, the chat gonna know. What's the name of that guy who played Frank White in that movie? Kings of New York. Chevron TV. Skrilla. Kings of New York. Yeah.
Oh, that ugly.
King of New York. King of Christopher Walken. Philly Raptor. Chris Walken. Kid Rock. Yeah. He played it. That was his name, Frank White. Big used to say his name was Frank White and everything like that. I don't know where Puff got the Frank Black shit from, but Big used to say he was Frank White, and Puff used to say back in the day when I was working for him, he was Barry Gordy.
I don't know, y'all. I'm starting to think putting these brothers in jail not the way to go. They need to get some psychic evaluation going on, because if it's a lineage thing that's handed down from generation to generation, maybe Diddy needs some help. R. Kelly needs some help too. A lot of people knew what was going on. I ain't making no excuses for the man, but damn, is jail really gonna solve the problem? People need to know that they can get help out there. There's some sick people in the world. Diddy was born into this. His father was a freak. He was a ladies' man. He probably was doing things that we don't even know about since his murder took place way back in the 70s. They digging up stuff on his dad right now, trying to help people understand what turned Diddy into the baby oil king. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Y'all need to let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And one more thing, subscribe to my channel if that's what you want.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T that you want. And my music hit so hard, make you say, oh my God.